And I guess that's just lethal, right? Hello and good game. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and support the channel. Demolish that thumbs up button with the 7 CMC if you don't mind. Today we'll be playing with Silverquill Magecraft. Wow. I was working on a Silverquill deck for a little bit. We spent a few hours, I was going, aggro, recursion, then angels, and then we ended up with this Magecraft deck. And I am super happy that we put in the work and experimented with a few different versions of it to get this final iteration of it, because it slaps. This is an amazing deck. We're using some cards that you guys will know and love, but they're in different decks. Today, we're bringing them together, and it's really, really special. So we are killing it. We're climbing out of the percentages back into the top 1400 Mythic, which is nice. Playing some best of one standard. In today's video, we'll break down the deck list, talk about strategies, synergies, just so you know how to operate the deck as a pilot. And then we'll show you the gameplay footage discussing our playlines and interactions so you get a deeper understanding of how the deck will operate in the real world meta, wrapping up with our final thoughts and deck review. All right, so if you're looking for anything today that I mentioned, you'll probably find it within the Linktree link, whether it be sponsorships, supporting the channel, contests, giveaways, all of those goodies are in the description below, where you can easily Google it to find out more. Enjoy, let's get into today's video. All right, Silverquill Magecraft, 60 cards, best of one, 2.2 average mana with 13 non-creatures and 24 creatures. We have a predominantly white deck with a fair amount of black. It's not a perfect split, but it's as close as we can get, with 23 lands to support the lighter curve. Breaking down some of the more important parts of the deck. What it all revolves around was the Sedgemoor Witch, a 3/2 with Menace. It also has Ward, so if your opponent's going to target it with anything, they have to pay 3 life. That's great, because we're an aggro deck, right? It has Magecraft, and whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 green and black pest that when it dies, you will gain 1 life. This is great, and we're actually going to be utilizing those pests in conjunction with Leonin Lightscribe, a 2 CMC 2/2 with Magecraft, and whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get +1/+1 until the end of turn. So not only all of the other creatures that we have in the deck, but all of the pests that we'll be creating will receive a +1/+1 as well, which is really, really cool. Of course, we have the Clever Lumimancer here to fill the void, a 0/1 with Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, it will get +2/+2 until the end of turn. We're also building around things like the Silverquill Silencer, a 2/2 with 3/2. As it enters the battlefield, choose a card name. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with the chosen name, they lose 3 life and you draw a card. A 3/2 for 2 mana is amazing. If we can also deal 3 extra damage by choosing that card correctly, that's insane. And draw a card, that's in really, really good value. And then to make sure that we can kind of get that good guess, because it's not always going to be the meta deck where we know what card they're going to play next, #Annex, we can use something like Humiliate. For sorcery speed, at 2, target opponent reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it, that player discards that card, put a +1/+1 counter on creature you control. So not only do you get to discard something from their hand, but you get to see the rest of your hand, and now you can name something with Silverquill Silencer with a little more effectiveness. We also have the Elite Spellbinder, 4 copies of this in deck for 3 mana. It's a 3/1 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, look at an opponent's hand. You may exile target non-land from it. For as long as that card remains exiled, your opponent may play it for an additional 2 mana on top of its regular cost. Again, we're getting to offset one of their favorable plays for an additional 2 mana, and we get foresight of the rest of their hand, so Silverquill Silencer can engage effectively. All right, so that's really the base of the deck. Everything else is just revolving around that. We have Faerie Guidemother here, a 1/1 with flying, Gift of the Fae for 2. At sorcery speed, remember this is sorcery speed, not instant. It should be instant, but hey, what do I know? Target creature gets +2/+1 and gains flying until the end of turn. Again, this is a body, which is great. It does chip damage because it's a 1/1 flyer. but it can also really help us out by triggering the Magecraft and actually by giving some of our Magecraft creatures evasion. The Sedgemoor Witch already has menace, which is nice, but we can give the Lumimancer or the Lightscribe flying, and that's great. So not only is it going to trigger all the Magecraft abilities, but it's going to give it +2/+1 as well, and flying, which is groovy. And then we've got a slew of removal. 4 copies of Vanishing Verse, instant speed for 2, exile target monocolored permanent. 2 copies of Heartless Act for 2 mana at instant speed, choose 1, destroy target creature with no counters on it. Remove up to 3 counters from target creature. And then 3 copies of Baleful Mastery, instant speed for 4, exile target creature or planeswalker. You can cast it for 2 mana, but your opponent will get to draw a card. With that being said, we've got the Snarls, we've got the Pathways, and we've got our basics. Just for the consistency, I like the dual lands because of the dual cost cards here, the Humiliate, the Silencer, the Vanishing Verse. That's going to make it more of a possibility for you to be casting those and something else on the side. Again, the main strategy and synergy here is to get the Lightscribe out, get Sedgemoor Witch out, and then cast on top of them. Ideally, if you can turn 1 Lumimancer, turn 2 Lightscribe, turn 3 Sedgemoor Witch, and then, use something to remove and then trigger all of the Magecraft abilities, you're probably going to win the game, in all honesty. And it becomes a stackable situation, right? Because the more times that you cast to trigger the Magecraft, the more pests you make, and then the next turn, all of those pests will receive benefit from the Lightscribe's Magecraft as well, which is pretty cool. So I like the deck. It's working pretty good. I think we've got a 60% win rate in Mythic, 100% win rate in the play queue. Went undefeated, 5-0, and then I think it was like 2-3 in Mythic or something like this, right? So great gameplay footage for you guys today, nonetheless, and one of my new favorite decks. There's just something about coming up with some of these builds that just every time I get something that I like that I build, it reignites that passion within me to build more decks that make me feel like that. It's got to be a dopamine thing. I don't know, but I'm straight up addicted to Magic. You guys help support the channel if you can afford to do so. Get in on our contests and giveaways. Remember, I'll be giving out a rare playset to someone for the D&D release upcoming, which is like 400 USD. So get in on that, you guys. Tell your friends, subscribe to the channel, and of course enjoy today's gameplay footage. Have a magical day, and we'll see you soon before you go with my wrap-up thoughts and deck review. All right. Doesn't look bad, doesn't look great. First things first, I'm 5-0 in the play queue with this deck as I'm playtesting. Feeling great about it. I don't know why it's not been done yet, or at least why I've not done it yet. I guess I don't watch a ton of other people's content, but there's just no time. It's not that I don't want to. I wish I could, but I'm too busy making my own. And, Silverquill Magecraft is what's going on today. And I like it. I have to work a regular job today as well. That's absolutely heartbreaking, but it'll be good for me. Oh, whoops, that's not a land. And we probably want to save our Vanishing Verse, but what we can do is Humiliate. Let's get a look at that hand. Take Cleave, take Annex. Oh, well, let's take Bonecrusher Giant. That's like great news for us, isn't it? And we know we can't block the Rimrock Knight next turn, so we'll just take our hit, right? Because the first strike would kill us. Okay. Still hurts. Humiliate's wasted now. This is an awkward match. I want to save Verse for an Annex, if I'm being totally honest. That hurts. That hurts a lot, man. Well, they're not in a great spot either. Again, I really want to save Baleful Mastery for something more threatening. Where's the creature? Okay. Much better. Just more land. Good news. We give them the draw or no? No draw, down to 7. Yikes. I don't even know how to commentate that. That's just it feels bad. I don't know why I've pulled every single land we have. Come on! Where's a Sedgemoor? They're pulling every land too. Nice. Wow! I guess I used all my luck in the play queue. That's game. Okay. That was a really awkward match for both of us, I feel like. Alright, we're gonna go first. It doesn't look great, but it is there. Right, we've got our removal. We have our creatures. Last match was Sag. Hopefully we can pull out this third land here. Watch, last game we got like 8 lands. This game we'll get 2. Always, man. Right, like, isn't that ridiculous? Let's just stack up. Right, because even if they play another knight, I don't care. Unless it's another Inspiring Veteran. That's the only way they'll attack. But then we could kill the one that's, you know, not tapped. And then we can hit for a fair amount. 8 damage, I believe it would be. After taking 4, so... You know, the trade-off is there. Maybe they're bricking on lands just like us. The lands today. It's part of the game, right? You have to learn to live with it. Right? Learn to... Oh, they had it. Woof. And they had the other veteran, too. Nice. Oh, we only get hit for 3 as well, not 4. But... Wow. Where is the land? Let's send out a nice, like we don't have anything. And we're going to use a defensive play here. And now watch them have removal. Oh, stop jinxing yourself, HGG. Right? I feel like I am. It's smart of them not to attack. Maybe we should just take them out. Right, I don't, because they obviously dodged our last attempt to play defensively, so I don't know how many times in a row I want to do that, right? Because they're just going to keep dodging it. Obviously, if they know that we're trying to, you know, lure them into it, they won't go for it. So, you know, that's my switch of strategy here, was trying to play defensively and get those nice blocks in. But now it's like, well, just let's turn on the jets. These things can't defend either, right? I know I messed that up in one of this month's videos. And I guess that's just lethal, right? Look at that damage. All right. We reclaim our top 1500. You can see that it does work. Like, I think comboing the removal with the Magecraft is amazing. Really, really cool stuff. No land. I think we just have to toss it to fix it. Right, now we've got both colors. Not that we didn't have any land, but it wasn't for the hand. You know what I mean? We do need both colors. Toss the exile. I wish we had a 1-drop. I hope we top deck a 1-drop. I think I'll still Humiliate first before I play Silverquill. Unless we know... Should we just claim Stomp? Probably. Kind of protects itself from the removal that they would have. Oh, might not be Stomp. Okay. Maybe should have been Velomachus or something. Oh, it definitely should have been that Dragons thing because they cast so many copies of it. We should have waited. We should have waited. Oh, gosh. Let's get rid of their discard engine. Right, that'll slow them down. Now they're just top decking. But they do have 2 copies of it, and they need to have 4 copies, so that's their 3rd. And then we're going to take their 4th here. Hopefully they don't have another. Alright. Still feels terrible. They're scrying to the top. And then they foretell Doomscar. No, they've got the Reunion. So they forfeit their wipes. Okay. All is well. All is well. All is well. We have a good field here. No Doomscar. Because they threw it away. They just threw their Doomscar away. And they drew another one. Should have held Sedgemoor Witch in hand. Alright, so I don't think the dragon comes out with counters, right? And they can do this at any time. Right, they have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're there. There was no exile of them. Why aren't they doing it? That's the 5th one. right? They still have one in there. No. Maybe I can't add? Maybe I can't add. I don't know. Let's kill Valley, though. Imagine if we would have kept Sedgemoor in our hand. How much easier this would be. Two Doomskars already engraved. There's no way they pull a third. Land. Spellbinder. What you got, Willis? Reunion goes. Nice. Hit for 4. I guess I can replay Reunion, but it's at an increased cost. Oh man, we almost didn't make it through that one. But we did. But we did. Decent. Oh, Sag, I think we have to mulligan this, even though we have the Lightscribe. Our opponent goes first. We could pull a Swamp. What are the rates on that draw? Swamp, we've got 11% plus, so 17%, about 23%, 1 in 4. Woo! And also, it's less than that. It's like, it's less than that because, it's 25% chance each time, basically. This, however, looks really, really groovy. They play first. Let's see what they're doing. Okay. I do this too. Let's just get that flyer out, see what they have in store for us, right? Could pull Stomp. I'd really love to know what they've got going on first. I might play the Spellbinder turn 3, and then on turn 4, if we get a 4th land, we can Silverquill Silencer Lightscribe, and then the Silencer is getting a confirmed kill out of their hand. Well, not a kill, but we're actually, we know what we're taking. Rather than just blindly naming Stomp, which I still think is a good option if you don't have one. Stomp, Petty Theft, these are where we should go with those. Stomp is more threatening, though. It's absolutely freezing in Western Canada today. It's like a thick mist, and it is damp and chilly. 0 degrees. Woof. It's like as cold as it could get before it turns into ice and falls out of the air. It's like a little ice fog. Okay, we lose a Lightscribe. They're ramping. Spellbinder gets in their hand. Right, we see what we're dealing with. Crackle with power. Gets pushed up. And then we want to probably grab Iron Crag Feet. Solve the equation's pretty cool. I mean, as long as we can keep our health points safe from their crackles, we should be okay. And I assume if we see one, we're going to see more, and that's what the deck's built around. we take Ironcrag Feet? I think. That's all they have left in their hand. And I don't see them... Like, this is 4 plus triple X. So, you know, at the very minimum, it's being cast for 7. Woo! It's been a long time since I had a 3-game win streak in Mythic. Gotta celebrate! Your boy made a banger today. Alright, for our grand finale, we do have a pretty fair matchup. Oh, mono red, never mind. That's not fair. That's not fair. I think we just play the creatures and try to top deck spells later. We really want some removal. Please. Please, may we have some removal? Alright, Rimrock Knight coming down. Careless Celebrant. Nice. That's incredibly good. Like, that kills the Lightscribe, it kills my Sedgemoor. What are you doing to us, Arena Matchmaking System? Oh, no. I can't believe that Careless Celebrant. That really pisses me off. Another champion. And an Arsonist. At least they're bricking. I just wish I had a field wipe, you know what I mean? I just wish I had a field wipe. And if we don't deal with it now, like, we just can't deal with it ever. Right? So, whatever. Wipe our field, bro. And then maybe we can, like, save it with a block, right? Because it does go up to 3. Oh, this is a sorcery speed. HGG, you fool. You fool, HGG. You fool. Sorcery speed? I don't even know what that is. Massive misplay, I guess. I mean, you know, wouldn't have made much of a difference, I don't think, but when I lose, I can pretend that it made every difference. That's the whole reason. Let's we pick up an exile, which we do have. That's not it. Good game. Maybe one more, right? Nah, that's good. We got to see the deck. You guys know what goes on. Y'all know what goes on. We'll break it down after this. It's so lame. At least then we're keeping one thing alive, I guess. I don't know. Down at 1. Never mind. Oh! Taking us down a notch. How dare they? How dare they? Mono red, doing mono red stuff, huh? Huh? Alright, so we probably need more Heartless Acts. We could probably trim the Guidemother, right? So that's my suggestion for the deck. I want 4 Heartless Acts, and we could go down to 2 Guidemothers, probably. We could probably go down to 2 Masteries, and we could maybe bring in some BM spell that just like kind of closes out the match. I don't know what it would be. But I think it's like, I think we're close, right? I do love, you know, the Silencer, Humiliate, Spellbinder shell. That all works together really, really well. And then I also love, you know, the Lumimancer, Lightscribe, Sedgemoor Witch shell as well. And we kind of smash those two together. And it's just going to be a matter of balancing the land, balancing the removal with the creatures. But I think we're close. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. It's always a great discussion with everyone, so I appreciate you spending the time to do that. Even if I don't reply, I'm reading them all, I promise. And, you know, we're giving away that playset of rares for the D&D. Subscribe to the channel for that. You know, we've got the contests, the giveaways, the free tournaments. There's a lot going on. And it is all thanks to our financial supporters, right? Without the big dogs in the background, you know, with the membership programs like Patreon, YouTube, Twitch, you know, some people even PayPaling me every month, right? Without those big dogs, we wouldn't be giving away shit. So massive thank you to everybody who's helping support the channel. And even if you're not one of the big dogs, you know, watching the videos, sharing the videos, engaging, the comments, the likes, this is all super, super helpful to me along my journey, and it's going to grow and make things better for us all. So I hope you've been enjoying Magic. I know I have, and we'll see you soon in the next video. Have a magical day. Bye-bye.